And welcome to another episode of the Power Half Hour Unstoppable Business Owner. Tonight's sponsor of the show is the amazing Jen Zahari. With over 25 years of leading, mentoring, and training and coaching, Jen provides individuals and business personalized support to get aligned with their best life. For more information, go to www.jenzahari.com and book your free 30-minute consultation today, as well as get a copy of her amazing book, Created No Way Out. I could not put it down, and I actually read it with like in a day and a half. It was so amazing. It is about a woman named Faith who is on the verge of ending her life following decades of feeling unheard and unseen and suffering from anxiety. Looking back at her life as she moves through her final days, she recognizes how much pressure she put on herself at all times, and she lost sight of her self worth and confidence. Created is filled with an emotional and unique insight on mental health and an ending you don't want to miss. So definitely get your copy today, especially since this is PTSD Awareness Month. So definitely along the lines of mental health, as well as we are the proud sponsors of Camaraderie Rescue Mission. We are asking for your help to fulfill with our veteran programs that we do have. Right now, we are in the middle of a raffle. Get your ticket today. $100 gets you a T-shirt, and it gets you into a 6-month membership from Freedom Boat Club. You have access to over 350 locations. So definitely go to www.tcrmi.org/shop. That is a lot, folks. But it's worth it. This organization is amazing, and I'm actually the newest co-chair. So it's an honor and a privilege to be on that. And I'm going to bring up the amazing Joanne Morton.
Hello.
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 And how are you?
Oh, I'm good. That second book. What was the title of it again?
Created No Way Out.
Created No Way Out. No Way Out.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
right here. You can get it
wow.
on Amazon, or you can get it on her website, jenzahari.com.
Wow. I'm really intrigued with that. That's
It it is an amazing book, and you definitely need to get your hands on it.
I will. I
Uh,
definitely will. That's just by the description. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it is amazing. I know the author personally. She's amazing, and there
yeah.
is a sequel coming out. But
Well,
and my review of the book is on my website, so go check it
oh, very cool. Very, very cool. Well, I'm already excited that I'm on the show tonight because I have, I mean, you
out.
just
Me
gave me
too.
some great ideas of how to predict, go what to do in my podcast before I start. And then you're inspiring me to do the live. I mean, I think it's so courageous
Well,
that you
thank you.
do a live podcast because it's that live television. It starts right on time. That part is always, it's anxious, but I love the courage that you have.
Well, thank you. I receive all of that. And the thing with life that I found in the last, we were talking a little bit before the show officially started about life and grief and how
Yeah.
everything happens. And the show, when you go live, like life is, we don't have, what's that word? We don't have do overs in life or dress rehearsals.
Right.
And so that's why I like going live, because it's like life. You just do it,
Yeah.
and whatever happens happens, and whatever is supposed to come out comes out, and that's just the way it's supposed to be. And yeah, like I know a lot of people don't like it, but I know a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah. I think I like it. So I'm definitely working up to it. So I just
awesome.
got to get in my schedule. Um, but yeah, no, I think and this is a great time too. Wednesdays, middle of the week, you
Exactly.
know, gotta love Wednesday. So
That's right. Well, Monday we set you up powerfully on the Unstoppable Overcomers, and then Wednesday is your midweek hump day. It's your midweek to push you through to the weekend. Because once
yeah,
the weekend hits, let's face it, we all are on party time. or we all should be on party time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I actually have to say, I live the life where I don't have weekends or weekdays. They're all interchangeable,
Okay.
and I really, I really appreciate it. I have to say, you know, it's, it's nice to like not work on a Tuesday and then work all day Sunday, when you're freelance. So I like that. But
Love it.
yeah.
So tell our amazing audience, Joanne, what it is that you do.
What do I do? So I am I'm one of those a lot of hyphenated. So my work is freelance. I'm self-employed. So and I do freelance work. So I usually um, choose it that I can pick my own hours. You gotta be very co-creative in your own life, right? But
Right.
I'm an artist. I am a speaker. I'm a community engagement expert. I also am a event producer. I produced lots of events over the last 10, 15 years, indoors and large festivals. And then I'm also an activist because I feel like being an activist is a powerful thing to be in this day and age. And you can be an activist in any kind of way, it's whatever you're wanting to, whatever your values are. Um, and I call myself a positive energy artist, but I just had in my head, maybe I'm a positive energy activist as well.
There you go.
I think that's,
I love that.
yeah, because I'm definitely, yeah, I'm a community activist, I'm fighting for the community. I'm a spiritual activist. I want to raise the consciousness and raise peace.
Right.
But I think positive energy activist is really what I am because I'm all about helping myself and helping you become more relaxed and less stress and frustration. And when you release the frustration and the stress and find yourself being relaxed, you're more motivated. And when you're
Mhm.
motivated, that's when you can take action. That's when your imagination happens. That's when you're feeling, you know, grounded. And when you're feeling grounded, then you can see what's in front of you and you're not always reacting to things.
Mhm.
It's really important not to overreact right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially when the world we live in is kind of like in react mode instead of act, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I love that. And I mean, myself included, there are times that I go into that reactive mode.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, my husband will verify for that.
Yeah. Oh,
But I am on the other side of it though, and I have more of those act days than react. So
yeah.
that's
It's all,
that's
it's everyone does it, but it's how you react to your reaction. Do you let it keep going or do you like, whoa, okay, all right, sorry, yeah, okay,
yeah.
because we're human, we're doing the best we can. So, but this summer I've created this summer to be called the Summer of Hope.
I love that.
Yeah, Summer of Hope. And that is in one part to kind of raise the, activate hope in our consciousness and our communities. But
Mhm.
it also aligns with my interactive community engagement art project that I'm working on. And that is called Circles of Hope, co-creating positive energy. You see the theme, right? Positive
It's
energy, positive
positive
energy,
energy.
positive
That's what
energy.
the world needs, positive energy.
Yep, yep. And I will share this. So I live in Savannah, Georgia now. I love Savannah. I used to live in New York City. I love New York City. But when I was living in New York, I still have this memory when I was riding the bus across town. I don't know if I was going to work or coming home, but I would sit on the bus and I was kind of like, my head by the window. And I was like, all I want to do is share positive energy. I just want a job that I get to be positive. I want to be paid to share positive energy. That was like in 2004. And I remember saying, oh, no, you can't do that. That's, you know, but then, here I am and I'm asking, businesses to sponsor my interactive art project that co creates positive energy and receiving sponsor dollars, you
Right?
know?
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah. So it's really important to listen to what you want to do.
Mhm.
and wait for the time, because the time will show up and you got to take action, you
I
know?
love that you said that because I had been sitting years ago. Okay, so I became. Pam says congratulations on that. By the
Thank you,
way,
Pam.
it's funny you said that. For years, I wanted to be a caterer and an event planner,
Mm,
and I really wanted to go to Humber College to be a hotel management. That's back when I was young, and that's what the first thing I wanted to do when I got out of college or got out of high school, go to college for that. And my dad, being the pragmatic, says, "No, I think you should be a bookkeeper because you will always need businesses will always need a bookkeeper." So here I
yeah.
am 25 years later, and if you know, I I am grateful that bookkeeping has provided
Yeah.
for my family for 25 years. However, it's totally time for new change,
Yeah.
and it's funny because
Yeah.
I love reading, I love books, I love writing, I love being creative. Even though I didn't think I had a creative bone in my body, I thought like my mom is an amazing crocheter, knitter, and the creative one in the family. I am not, and or I didn't think so. So we're in the process of launching a whole new thing that includes books, events, and everything all surrounding that. And I don't want to say too much because I'm going to be doing the launch on that as soon as I can get it up on my website. And
Wow.
I'm working on that. So it's just like, you're right. Put that out there. I did it. I did what my dad wanted for 25 years. He's no longer here. So now I get to do what I
Yep.
want.
So, yeah.
Not that he held me back. I mean, he
No,
would have supported.
but like you said, you had some responsibilities, and that helps you. You have to be. There is an element of taking care of your responsibilities. And I can't. And so yeah, it's yeah, and also it's the time is whenever. If I often, yeah, I never did that. I didn't have a job that I could thought about going to getting my hairdressing. I've had all these things where I've almost done it, but these jobs that everyone needs, but I've never done it. And so, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If you can find that, it's a beautiful thing. So,
Hey,
because
Russ.
yeah, I've gotten used to it, but I remember when I first started becoming a freelancer, I was like, can I handle it? Because you're always hustling for the job.
Yeah.
But once you've kind of tasted it, it's what you like to do.
Well, if you really think about it, what are we doing for somebody else? We're hustling for somebody else. So
Yeah.
would you rather hustle for somebody else or would you rather hustle for yourself?
Yep, that's exactly right. Exactly. That's how I feel about it.
And
So,
so, yeah, I totally get that. But I mean, I don't know about you, but I was raised in a family where the mentality was um, you work for somebody for 40 years until you're ready to retire. You have 5 good years of retirement and then you die. And that's the life you have those 5 years with your pension. And that's how we were raised, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so, yeah.
Hi, Russ. Yeah, no, I remember up you know, until my last job that I had when I was employed, which was in 2003, I always worked for the health insurance because I was getting hired when they were still offering health insurance where, every job had health insurance, no matter what size the company you had. So
Mhm.
I always had to work for health insurance. So I said to myself, I'm not going to get a job just for health insurance anymore.
Nope.
And I haven't had health insurance since 2003. But I have an amazing doctor who I saw today, and I love her concept. You pay a monthly fee, and you can see her anytime you want.
There we go.
$75, and I just saw, and there's so many ways to get discounted, medicine. So it's like there's alternatives, and that's what my circles of hope. Let's go back to my art project. What
Yes.
because we can go on a long ass tangent. But circles of hope, co-creating positive energy. It's what I'm asking people to do is a hanging mobile where people share their visions for themselves, for the people, planet, prosperity, and peace. And their circles are made out of cardboard and they're about the size of a CD. And if you go to my website, which is my name, joannemorton.com, You can see photographs of this and videos. And when you walk through the circles that are hung from a ceiling, they're in strands, you're seeing different perspectives of other people's visions. But the beautiful thing is, as I'm walking through it, um, it's we all share the same vision. Over 50% of the circles are about love, and then often people will read, oh, that's, yeah, no censorship. Oh, yeah, we need to have affordable health care. Oh, we need, teachers to have good salaries. Children need to have access to outdoors, and so we all see that. And it's so important to feel those visions and not just see them, because when
Right.
you feel them, that's when you are relaxed and motivated to take action.
I love that. So I was trying to write down the 3 P's. It was people,
Planet, people,
planet.
prosperity, and peace. There's 4. And I'll just give you a little planet, prosperity, and planet, people, prosperity. Those 3 elements are what a lot of sustainability departments and environmental sustainability use, because we need we need to protect our environment, because our environment affects our planet, our people, and our prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
If we destroy ocean fronts, there's no money there, and if you have all these fires, you displace people. So, and then I added peace, because, I peace is, we need to have inner peace. I'm going to just bring it up. I just want to send to all the places that have war going on right now, because there's many. But I just saw this really sad um, Instagram video about a Ukraine business that was this beautiful office that, one of those really trendy offices that have glass windows and everything, before and after. And it's destroyed because some people want something that doesn't belong to them. And instead of just working it out, they're bombing them. I don't.
I never understood that myself either. So I mean, I'm not a fighter. I mean,
No. Well,
so I don't understand that.
yeah. No.
Um,
No. No.
and Pam said it all
Yeah.
starts with feelings. She loves your
Yeah.
message.
Thank you, Pamela. And I just want to bring our energy up, because that brings us down. Culture Club, big popular band in the 80s. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The war song is the best song ever. War is stupid. It's just so good. Boy George singing that song will remind you that peace is possible.
That's
It really
right.
is.
It really is. Peace is
Yeah.
possible wherever. And I think sometimes we have to have the internal peace before we
Yes.
can, have
Exactly.
the external peace. Um,
Exactly.
and I love that. I love what you're doing. I love that you're bringing everybody's vibrations up and spreading love, prosperity, peace, and everything like that. And I just love
Good.
all of it. And
Well,
you can see some of your circles of hope behind you.
yeah, this
I
is
don't know.
my personal. Yeah, these are my. This hanging mobile is also called a manifesting mobile, like a vision board.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my personal one that I have right in front of me. So it has all about, money and clients and my Patreon site. I have this one here. My ideal clients are, groups of friends, churches, schools, university. So I'm a big believer in, putting it out there and writing it down. And I
Mm-hmm.
often catch myself when I'm starting to feel stuck or something. I'm like, uh, maybe I should use some of these tools that I talk about. What am I grateful for? Let's laugh a little. Let's make a vision. Let's make a manifesting mobile. So what I'm doing now is I'm talking to anybody that wants to talk to me about it, to see. I'm looking for founding sponsors. A founding sponsor is $1,000, and they have, they can be part of my journey, and there's lots of things that we'll do together. But I'm also inviting people to just make circles and send them in to me. So because I had need to say this, I've been working on this since 2010. I want to continue it to at least 2030. So make it a 20-year project, because things take time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of lessons in this, right? We're
Right.
co-creating it. It's a collaboration of people from all over. In 2012, I actually traveled in my minivan from Savannah, where I'm living, all the way to California and back, inviting people along the way to
That's
make
awesome.
circles. And they look like these. These are the circles of the manifesting mobile, $1 million. Teamwork makes the dream work. Um, but I like this one too. Crafting is weird, and so am I. So if you, and then, keep it green. So all sorts of, and I just use food boxes,
Right.
food boxes. And I copy, this is a really nice, somebody put a dragonfly.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love
And
the
it
dragonfly.
says, don't be afraid to see where it goes. So people write these very inspiring messages. Some people get really personal about it. And so all you do is just take a food box, cut it the size of a CD, 4.5 inches, and then you decorate both sides. And so, like, you write on one side, and the side with the paper, with
Mhm.
you just cover it up, and then you can mail it to me, or you can invite me to your town, and we'll hang the mobile in your town. I'm
Very
happy to do
cool.
that too. It's pretty easy. I
Awesome.
know.
I love
I know.
that.
I know. I mean, to be honest, I've never said this before out loud, but what I really would love to do is if people need an artist to come live with them for a weekend, I come to their house, I cook for them. We just have an artist weekend for the weekend.
Love
And
that.
yeah, I would totally do that.
Do you do
Art for
murals too?
I don't. I mean, I would totally love to do mural, but I don't do murals in the sense I'm a self-taught artist. So my work is very abstract. The painting that I do, it's
Mhm.
very abstract, um, and I do offer intuitive painting classes, like in sessions because it's interesting how some people are so afraid to paint abstract. And I
Mhm.
didn't go to art school; I went to film school. And people who've gone to art school, they're like they can't, like, and I'm just like, and I just paint all over. But I recently then started writing affirmations on my art. So, and here's like some of my abstract art. This is one of my abstract.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Yeah, and these are my little cards that I have. So on one side, it has a positive saying, doing nice things,
Mhm.
just be nice, it's nicest feeling.
I love
You
that.
know, believe you can. This one's
Yes, you
really good
can.
because you can. This one is really one of my pieces I still have, and
Love that.
it's like probably like a 2 by 3 feet, so it's kind of big. Yeah.
Mhm.
And this is a really good one too. Do what you're most
Uh-huh.
afraid of. But I remember when I started making these images for these cards, I was kind of nervous, because I had kind of just typed them out and made them like designed them in graphic design. And a friend of mine was like, "You need to make these more these sayings." So I was like, "Okay." So I started drawing them. So if you see, I wrote, "Do what you," and it's just the R, and it said
Mhm.
most afraid of. I forgot to put the ARE in it. So I went into Photoshop and just grabbed an R and added it. But so because I was nervous, I was like so afraid to write this, and I had to be like, this piece here really reminds me all the time. Do what you're most afraid of.
I love that. I love that. Because that's next to my one of my favorite quotes is 20 seconds of insane courage can change your life. Um, you
Say that
know,
again. 22.
20 seconds of insane courage can change your life.
Wow.
It's from Ben from We Bought a Zoo, the movie. I love that. And it's funny because I posted that on Friday or Saturday. And then Van posted, I forget her last name. Please forgive me, but she was on my show. She's part of Angels 14. Um, she reposted that same quote on Monday, and I'm just like, girlfriend, I don't know what what is happening here, but I just literally posted that like 2 days ago, and she's
I
like,
might have
well,
to post it in 2 days too. We might make a chain of it. Let's
you
just put it
might,
out there. 20
yeah,
seconds of intense,
yes, 20
insane
seconds
courage.
of insane courage can change your life.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
That's how I found my husband.
Shay, yeah. Because
I'm
just
like, I am never doing this again. I'm not putting my profile on another dating site. And then I decided, because I had some horrific experiences on eHarmony and all the Christian Mingle and all the Christian sites that are supposed to be good. And I saw this advertisement on Facebook come up for Zeusk. And it's funny because I was just thinking of this. So I had my own apartment. I had it for almost a year. And I was reading this book by Joel Osteen, I Declare 31 Promises to
yeah.
Speak Over Your Life. I remember like it was yesterday in my apartment, and there were times that I was lonely, and I would just walk and I would just shout these declarations out to everybody, like to the universe and or the world or whoever was listening, the lady up down below me or the guy above me, whatever. And I can remember, and I had just put this petition out, and then I saw that advertisement, and I'm like, this is my last damn time that I'm doing this. And if I don't get anybody within 3 months, that's it. I'm done. I'm obviously meant to be single. Within 2 weeks of me saying that, I got a message from Mr. Joe, and the rest is history.
Wow. I love that. I love stories of manifesting. I mean, declaring what your intention, what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that there's so many ways to get that message to people. Like that Joel Olstein, he
Mm-hmm.
sees it, he knows it, he knows how to tap into
Yeah.
that God, that's yeah, that universal energy.
Well, and the really, you want to know something that will really blow your mind?
Yeah.
After I met Joe, and after I came back from my mission trip, then met Joe, I put that book up on the shelf, and I have not touched it in 5 years. My girlfriend and business partner said we're in some heavy duty training together, and our trainer had said, okay, it had instructed her to get that book out, and that was her next step. That wasn't mine. I'm like a week or two behind her because we started at different times. So she brings it out, and I almost had a heart attack because I'm like, girlfriend, why did I put that book away? Could you imagine where my life would be today if I would not have put that book away for 5 flipping years? Like,
Right. But it's, yeah,
seriously?
you can't go down that road. You can't, yeah, you can't,
No.
yeah, because you need to be, yep. But yeah, maybe, yeah,
All
you
in
can't,
God's timing.
yeah, exactly.
But
It's,
still,
yeah, I know. Oh, trust me. I know. I have that question all the time, but I just think not all questions have answers.
nope. And I really don't need to know, but
No,
I'm just like,
no,
oh my gosh. Like I have all the tools that I'm being told to use now,
yeah, yeah,
they're on my bookshelf. They
yeah,
have been through
yeah.
4 moves.
Oh, I love this. You're just reminding me. Yes. Everything we need, we have. We have all that we need. I have all that I need to do what I need to do. I'm
Absolutely.
I get that. I get it. Oh, it's so important to
Yeah.
to s- to pr- to remind each other that, it really
Mhm.
is so important to remind each other of that.
Yep.
And that's what we're here to do, to help each other, remind each other, you
Yep.
know. We're here to love. So, and yeah, and support, to support each other, to support all these amazing, businesses that, people are creating to uplift each other. And,
Absolutely.
especially the work that you do with the veterans, it's just so important. So thank you guys for doing that.
My
Yeah.
pleasure. And thanks for joining us, Pam. And you have a wonderful evening too.
Yes.
Yes. Well, it's funny. I can identify with our veterans. Like, it's like they're my big brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And I've never served. I have families members that have served. So I kind of get the aspect of the family side of it, not the frontline aspect of it. But when I'm talking to our veterans, it's just like I understand them and I get them, and then there's like a
Yeah.
bond. And so I said to my girlfriends, I never really believed in past lives before, up until the last year or so. And she said, I absolutely believe that you are definitely a warrior of some sort, or definitely in the army or a warrior or something,
Yeah.
because I just like, I see him, I like empathize with them, I get it. And
Yeah.
but I'm also from the old school where my word is my bond, and if I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And nowadays people aren't like that. And that is part of the military way, because that's what gets them back to their families, right? You trust each other.
Oh yeah.
to,
You have to trust
when
each other.
you have to trust each other.
You
That's a
have to
life and
trust
death
each other.
situation, and if you can't, then someone's gonna die.
Yeah, no,
um
totally. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many elements about the military that I find fascinating. And I before I moved to Savannah, I didn't really living in big cities, you don't really get you're detached from it a little bit. But since coming here, there is a bond between them that is like so unbreakable. And then I have friends who are transitioning and creating their businesses to support veterans. And there's such an organization to being in the military
mhm,
that it's too bad that we don't recognize that and use that training that they got in the military, but apply it to local community building, you
mhm,
know, using their skills and using instead of just saying, oh, go, you got to be a normal civilian now. No, have them be, because I just feel like I mean, our military could, there's so many things they could do because they're organized,
mhm.
and they're trained.
Yeah.
They don't, yeah, they could be building greenhouses in the desert. They could be, you know, educating our students, they could be, so many things we could be doing.
Well, we need our veterans to educate us on that, and then we need to help our veterans educate them on their
Yes.
mental health and
Yes.
how to unwind and I'm not going to say undo, but it's there's something like when you're trained to kill and then you come back to civilian life and you have to try and act normal, whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Right.
It's a transition, so we
Yeah.
need to help them transition properly, and we need
Yeah.
them to help us be more
Yeah.
integrous
Yeah.
or
Yeah. No,
authoritative,
totally.
or
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
the proper word,
We
but yeah.
shouldn't always expect people to conform to just one thing, but it's
Mhm.
important. We have to conform to other people too. There
Mhm.
has to be it has to be a balance. So, and that just goes another way that we're out of balance, but we're doing the work. That's the other reason why I like a mobile, because it has to be balanced. We have to balance things. It's not just a two-dimensional, one-dimensional piece of cardboard with some, magazine pictures. It's a balance and everything. And it's a practice. Life is a practice too.
Right.
So I don't, I know that every single person on this planet has the ability to know what their purpose is, but not
Mhm.
everybody listens, or not everybody has. They've also had all this trauma and all this stuff that they've had to protect themselves because they can't be vulnerable, and so, but that's where we just need to, you know, learn, learn to trust and learn to love. And I know it's a big ask, but
Yep.
just start with a few people,
Exactly.
and then it gets
Exactly.
bigger and bigger and bigger. And so, and I always say you have to, you don't have to do anything. You have free will, free choice. But we are here to love. And I do say I love everyone. I think of the planet. I don't know if I like everyone.
Funny you say that, because when I'm angry
Yeah.
or frustrated, I will say to my family, I love you with everything in me. I just don't like you right
Yeah.
now.
And I think that's really important to discern and understand,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And be kind when you say that, because you
Mhm.
can be mad and you don't have to be mean.
No, exactly. And
Yeah.
I just say it, and then I just like, I'm going to go into the other room and calm down
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
this gets
Ex-
into the next war.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no, because relationships, yeah, it's amazing. So, but again, like I said, we don't have to do it alone. And I have all my on my website, I have my cards for sale, and I have art for sale, and I have a podcast as well that I love. That I want Dorothy to be on, so I can be in charge. I think I said that. I think if I do it, you might have to be my first live person.
Ooh,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Perfect.
So
I apologize if I haven't signed up for it. I'm trying to go through my list and like which emails have I not gotten to. So
don't
I
worry, I
I
get
will
it.
if I
I'll
haven't
keep
yet.
bugging you. Don't worry. I'm really good at follow through.
Well, that's
Follow up,
good.
follow up, follow up. Not.
That's good. I'm also looking for an intern. So if anybody out there
Oh,
is I'm looking for an intern, and I just put it out there to the local university today that said, "Okay, how do I even start this because I need help. I
nice.
can't keep doing everything by myself, and
Yeah,
so I need an intern
yeah,
so that
yeah.
I don't forget and people don't fall through my cracks."
Yep, yep. It's a good time to get intern too. Yeah, yeah. You just reminded me I should put a call out for some, some college students that might want to hang out and
Yeah.
help. So yeah, it's hard to ask, for help, but it's so important because our movements are more than us.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
I mean, and with what I'm about to create, I know it's going to take an army. And so I need to let go of what that looks like and
Yeah.
just do it.
Uh huh. Yeah.
So,
Definitely. Yep. Letting go what it looks like. Definitely. I know.
well, Joanne,
So
it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on
I
here. With
know.
this, like we've gone past our half hour,
I
and
know. It's
I just like,
6:06. Good
I,
number.
I know, right? And and I just really appreciate everything that you're doing. Where is the best way for our viewers to get in touch with you?
My website, which is my name, joannemorton.com. My email is hello@joannemorton.com. And then I'm on LinkedIn and I love connecting to new people on LinkedIn. So connect, connect. I'm on Instagram and Facebook as Positive Energy Artist. That's how they can find me on Facebook and Instagram. And I've been doing videos every day on all my social medias to encourage us to activate hope for the summer, because the more of us that activates hope, the better we will feel.
I love every single one of that. And
Thank you.
definitely get your circle of hope into Joanne as well. I'm
Yes,
going to think of what I want to say on it and think of it. And I might even have my stepson do a couple.
I would love
We
to.
might
Yeah.
we might do a couple and send them to you.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
take an art
It's
day. He's into painting right now, so you might even get a painted one. Who knows?
it's total, yeah. And the thing about these, you can make circles to hang in your own house about how you want your house to run. How do you know what, if you have a family vacation coming up and you're all saving some money for it, how much money do you want to save and create, or, you know, so it's really
Awesome.
important to do that. So, all
I
right.
love that. All right. Well, thank you to our viewing audience for listening. And if you catch
Thank
the
you.
replay, we appreciate you. Whether you're here or live, replay, it doesn't matter, or on our podcast over on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, wherever.
Wherever you
We're
listen to your podcast.
everywhere. We're everywhere. And
Yay!
subscribe to our YouTube channel, Unstoppable Overcomers, today, please, and share the message of hope, love, peace, joy, prosperity, abundance, love.
Yeah.
With that, be unstoppable in all you do. See you next week, same time, same channel. And thanks again so much, Joanne, for
Oh,
being on the
my
show.
pleasure. It was such a pleasure. Thank you.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye.